Hello you guys, I hope you guys are doing great. This is the nail art that we're going to be working on today. It's extremely simple to do. Let's get started. The first thing you girls are going to have to do is choose your background color. As a background color, I chose the really dark blue. I'll put the names in the description box. First of all, you're going to have to start with your nail. You're already wearing your hydrating base coat. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get a sponge, a makeup sponge, and what we're going to do is we're going to apply white polish on our makeup sponge, and we're going to apply it all over our nail, on the entire nail. So we're going to start by applying it just directly on the entire nail. You want to get the whole thing, because I didn't want it to be such a solid white color. I just wanted it to have a hint of white on the bottom. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get your accent color you chose. Like I told you girls, I chose the blue. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do an extremely deep smile line on the side like this, but I'm going to make it a high French manicure, just a high. So all I'm doing right now is I'm outlining below, as low as I wanted my smile line, because I want it to be low, but I want the manicure part to be high. So that's all we're doing there. And it's going to be covered, but it's important that it's high because we don't want that much of the blue to be showing on the bottom. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill it in. And if it's not horribly straight, don't worry. It's okay. It's going to be covered anyways. So I'm going to keep polishing the blue French manicure. I'm going to go all around. All around. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to be covering it a little later on. Let me do this a little bit more smiley because the other side is deeper. Okay, there we go. So we have our French manicure in blue. Let me cover this up. Okay, we have our French manicure in blue and the smile lines are pretty deep. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get a glitter polish, and I'll be remember putting the names in the description box. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it on the white area. Okay, that's all I'm doing, applying it on the white area and a little bit upward towards the blue, but not that much towards the blue. However, if you can see there on the side of the nail, I have some glitter going on, so I'm going to apply some of the glitter there on this side right here. So we're going to go halfway of the nail and we're applying the glitter just halfway on the nail, that area there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do some flowers. The ones, well, you can't really see them, but we're going to glop our piece of paper with white because they're going to be in white. So I'm glopping my piece of paper with white. I'm going to get my dotting tool. I'm going to get the big part. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not even going to need the glopping piece of paper. I'm sorry. I'm going to make 3 dots. And the reason I'm not using the glopping paper is because I want the dots to be pretty. They're going to be pretty rich, pretty deep. So I've done 3 dots that you can see there. What I'm going to do is, if you can do this with a brush, that'll help a lot. I'm going to do it with my dotting tool. All I'm going to do is I'm going to make them long. The dots I made, okay, that's all I'm doing. I'm making them long. Okay, like that. And now I'm going to move to this one, and I'm going to make it long. And if they're not the same exact size, don't worry about it. We'll be covering them up a little bit later on. Next, I'm going to do the same exact thing to this one here. Okay, I'm making them long. Just like that. Okay, so I've made all 3 of them long. The next thing I'm going to do, let me make this one a little bit longer. Just a little tiny bit longer. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get the original blue color I used on the background, and I'm going to just make a line, a thin line in the middle of the blue, just like that. And I'm going to do that to all 3 of them. Let me dip again. So I'm just doing a thin line in the middle, just like that. It's a very thin line in the middle of all 3 of them, like that. Okay, so you girls can stop there if you want to, but I'm going to keep going because I want to get to that to that. I want to be able to add the little beads. We're going to be using little beads next. These tiny, tiny little beads. They sort of remind me of BB gun pellets, but they're not. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glop the middle of my nail like that. Then I'm going to get my dotting tool and I'm going to dip it in there, and I'm going to dip it inside the little BBs. They're not called BBs though. Okay, and I'm going to place them like that. Okay, and if you would like to, you could stop there already, but I'm going to keep going. The next thing I'm going to do is on the area where we did the silver, I'm going to draw a line, an imaginary line. I'm going to dip my stick and I'm going to apply them like that. Some will go, some won't. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, now that I have the BBs there, and remember, they're not BBs, I just call them that, I'm arranging them in a line. Okay, and this sort of what takes the longest. It's time consuming and I hope I have time to show you guys the entire thing. Next thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the polish on the leaf we made here on the outside like that, all around the outside. I'm going to dip my stick again and I'm going to place them like that. Okay, and all I'm doing is placing them because I want to go around them. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange them in a line, outlining. I'm outlining the petal. That's all I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to dip again and I'm going to do the other side. Okay, just like that. So I'm going to dip again, place it in, and pretty much just place them. And sometimes they're a little bit hard to place because they get stuck, but all we're doing is that we're trying to outline the petal just like that. Next thing, I'm going to glop this flower over here and I'm going to outline this one now. That's all we're doing. You guys can find these little pebbles or these little BBs. They're called what are they called? Oh my goodness, you guys. They're just like little oh my goodness, I'll remember and I'll put it in the description box. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go off this area next, and that's a little bit much, but okay, and we're going to place them there. We're just trying to outline okay, that's all we're doing. We're outlining the petals we just made, the flower petals. Okay, so I hope I'm showing you guys. Beads, that's what they're called, beads. I don't know what's wrong with me today. It's kind of late, that's probably what's wrong. Okay, there we go. Let me dip again, get a little more. Dip again, get a little more, and we're almost done. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to arrange them on the bottom part. Just like that. We want to outline them in the detailed way, just so they look pretty. And then when you're done applying them, all you'll have to do is apply a top coat and you'll be all done. Okay, I would like to apply a little more there. And on this side over here, what I'm going to do on this low smile line we made on this side, I'm going to apply a couple of them there too. A line that will be going downward or just following. Okay, and that's it, you guys. That's how you guys are going to get this look. It's very simple to do. It's a very fun look, and I suppose it'll change in style depending on what colors you use. I hope you girls liked it. Try it out in your favorite colors. And remember, these little beads are really fun to work with. They're extremely fun, and they have them in different colors. So go to your local craft store and see if you can find them there. Have fun, girls. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.